What is up, boys? Chris here from Slips and Tips, back for another YouTube video. But in this video, I'll be talking about my favorite sport, the NRL, also known as Australian Rugby League, as tip-off for the season starts tomorrow. I'm so excited. I had to make two videos because this video, I just want to start off by warning everyone, there will be no tips in this video. I'm purely making this video because I had a lot of things that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and an Instagram write-up would be too long. So I figured I'd just come on camera, look at you guys and just tell you, look, here's my betting strategies. Here's what I want to do for the NRL season content-wise. So what you guys can expect if you do follow me. And I also wanted to make this video to discuss a bit about units and I guess my whole mentality when it comes to punting on the NRL and I guess the AFL this season. So once again, there are no tips in this video. Now for the Broncos, Manly, Rabbitohs, and Roosters game, that's going to be in a separate video that's coming after this. So just a heads up, if you're looking for those tips, that'll be following up soon. But this video has no tips. Now, I don't know how long this video is going to go for. I don't really have a script, but I've got some points that, like I said, I want to talk to you guys about relating to my strategy, my mentality, my whole thought process for the NBA this season. If you're new here, guys, my name is Chris from Slips and Tips. I've got a free Instagram page that's public where I post tips for pretty much every single NRL game and a bunch of other sports like the NBA, the AFL, the EPL, and Instagram. I'm very active. So give me a follow if you are new here. Now, if you're from here before, if you followed me from last season, you would have seen my NRL videos. They were much longer. So we'll talk about that as well and what I want to do moving forward. But I've also got a free Telegram group as well, which I need to plug because there's going to be a bunch of Telegram plays that I'm looking to add for this season in NRL. Similar to my NBA exclusives, I want to do the same thing and track it all. So I will be tracking my NRL picks this season. As I'll see how I go with the AFL, but definitely for the NRL, which is really exciting news because I love showing you guys just how much of a hit rate I have. I do this all for free. I know there's no premium group that I'm trying to charge you guys, but I still think it's important to be transparent with all my wins and losses. So that's a bit of an intro, guys. Like I said, if you're expecting tips, that'll be coming soon after this. This video is just me talking on camera, which I haven't actually done on YouTube. All my videos have been about tips. So I don't really have a script. I don't really gonna know how long this is gonna go for, but I'm waffling. So let's get straight into it, guys. My first talking point that I want to talk to you guys about is my betting strategy for this NRL season. I just want to limit the multis. Now, if you've been following me recently, especially this NBA season, you would have seen that I'm going with a different approach in regards to singles. I think the older and the wiser and the more experienced I get in regards to sports betting in general, single plays are the way to go and multis really are the devil. I can't encourage it more. I want to become an advocate for people to try to limit it because in my opinion and in my experience, I totally understand how fun they are, but I just don't think it's the smart move long term, or if you want to be considered a sharp bettor. That's my goal, and you guys who know me know that that's what I try to do every single day. Every single tip that I put out, I want to put a winning slip. That's why my page is called Slips and Tips, because I want to put tips and slips, and I want to make sure you guys get the tip before the game and you don't just see winning slips, and that's literally my main goal. So single plays for this season, similar to the NBA, I'm going to have 1 to 2 units on the whole entire, I guess, sweep of plays or props or lines. What that means is I'm still looking for the fun odds. I know 10x, 20x, 15x, 30x. I understand the fun of it and I get it, but there's a way to do it where you still have single plays for each game. And because I punt on and I post tips for multiple games and multiple sports, I'm always going to do kind of 1 or 2 or even half a unit on those parlays all together. Because not only is it great content, when it hits and when we get a sweep, it honestly is the best feeling. So I think that's the way to go about it if you are looking for those bigger odds, which usually isn't my style. I'm going to be doing about 2 to 4 units on the single picks this NRL season. So that means anything that's like $1.80, $1.90, whether it's an outright win, outright line bet. I'm looking at 2 to 4 units on each play, which I'll try to share as much as I can on my write-ups. And for the Americans out there who follow me and subscribe to this channel, I just want to say thank you guys. Not only you guys from the States, but anyone from outside of Australia. This NRL season is so exciting. It's such a good sport. They're playing in Vegas for round 1. So they're playing at the Raiders home stadium at Allegiant Stadium, and they're trying to grow the game in the States. Now, if you've got any questions about punting on the sport or just in general, send me a DM. Like I said, on Instagram, I'm very active. So that's really exciting because I love talking about the game and I love talking about what I've learned punting on the game, which is what we're here for. So that's a bit around my strategy. Now for the video content, I'm looking at doing these 5 to 10 minute videos. I really want to keep it short and sweet, and I waffle a lot when I talk about sports because I love this stuff. So I'm trying to do 5 to 10 minute videos. The aim is going to be to have one video for the Thursday night and Friday night NRL games, and then a separate video for the Saturday and Sunday games. So my goal is to have, like I said, 10 minutes maximum, and I want to just get to the point, get to the stats, get to the picks, get to the reasons. Similar to the NBA videos, what I've been doing lately, that's kind of my goal and the direction that I'm heading. Now, I'm always going to be posting at least 24 hours before. My personal opinion is that if you punt before the game starts, kickoff or tip-off or whatever it is, you usually get to see the true odds. Now, that means that by the time all the money comes in, whether it's lines, try scorers, totals, margins, you usually see before tip-off, like literally 5 minutes, kind of how the odds fluctuate and where the money's coming in. So I think that's a really good way to be accurate. That's just my experience. It's not always true because lines, for example, in the NBA change depending on how much of the money's coming in. But I still think betting before the game is the way to go. So my whole mentality is I'll be posting tips for every single tip I do within 24 hours of kickoff or tip-off or whatever it is. Like I said, guys, I'm tracking in Telegram this season, so I'll be tracking my wins and losses, but those will be for Telegram exclusives only. Exact same for the NBA. So if you're new here, I post Telegram exclusives for the NBA every single day, pretty much every single slate. And that's kind of what I've been tracking. My Instagram and YouTube picks, these ones you see here, I don't really track, and I'm just doing this for fun. So that's kind of a bit of a hot, exciting new thing that I want to be doing. Now, in this video as well, like I said, I want to keep it quick. This is a quick summary of what my plan is. I want to get straight to the point. I'm also going to be talking about in this video my top 8 predictions for this NRL season and who I think is going to win the premiership. Now, I didn't really want to do this because I'm not a huge futures bettor. I've got a futures kind of highlight on my Instagram, which obviously is fun, but I just wanted to kind of talk about it because I got in a lot of DMs, like 30 plus DMs saying, hey bro, what do you think, who's going to win it this year? What do you think's your top 8? So I won't fully break it down, but I will talk about it quickly just to wrap up this quick video. And without further ado, let's just get straight into that. I considered injuries, I considered signings, I considered just kind of what I figured this season's going to play out. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys, of what your top 8 is. And let me know your thoughts in the comments of if Penrith are going to hit the 4-peat or if it's going to be someone else. So for my premiership winner, I'm going with the Panthers. I know it's not exciting. It's nothing crazy. It's not a crazy read. It's the favorite. And I understand there's a lot of you guys are probably rolling your eyes saying, oh, typical. But I just can't see anyone beating them. They lost Critter, which was a huge loss, but they just seem to replace whatever they've been losing for the past 3 seasons, which is why they've 3-peated. And in my opinion, them and the Broncos are like in Division 1 of the NRL, whereas the other teams seem to be out in like Division 2 or 3. It doesn't make sense because it's the top league in the world. It's the best, most competitive league in the world. But I just put the Broncos and Penrith in a league of their own, and I just don't see anyone beating Penrith. And in my opinion, Nathan Cleary is the best player right now in the world in rugby league. So backing the best player in the world, backing the best system, the best club, backing them to want a 4-peat before Luai goes to the Tigers. There's just so much to love. I know Critter is a massive loss, but I still think they can plug in those holes and they're just going to be so aggressive and they're so hard to beat. If anyone can do it, it's probably the Broncos. I mean, who knows? But that's my winner, guys. $3.75 odds, nothing crazy, but I just can't argue against it. So with that being said, let's now talk about my top 8 predictions. Like I said, not a full entire breakdown. This is just my opinion. I don't really go hard on these kind of futures bets. They're more for fun, more for content, more for you guys to see my opinion. So with that being said, I'll put it on the screen here, but this is going to be it. Basically, not really in order, but kind of in order. I'm going with Broncos, the Penrith, Roosters, Warriors, Rabbitohs, Storm, Cowboys, and the Eels, which sucks because my Raiders aren't in my top 8 this season. I think we lost Jack Wyden, which is a huge loss for us. We've got a young core, which is up and coming. So I think our future's bright, but this season we're going to see some struggling games where last season we just got over the edge and just got the win. We're not in the top 8, which breaks my heart. But that's my kind of top 8 prediction, guys. Pretty rough. I mean, the odds are crazy. It's so fun. But like I said, nothing too serious. I think if anyone is going to let me down, it's probably going to be the Cowboys and the Eels out of this bunch. I don't know, but I just think with the Eels and Dylan Brown, I think they're going to have a very successful season. I think the Cowboys are like the most stacked team in regards to like origin players and experience. Val Holmes is one of my favorite players, and they've just got a massive depth in their roster, and they missed the finals last season. Before that, they had a great season. So I just think there's a bit of a trend there where they're kind of woken up. They had a massive preseason and they're just very dangerous. But I still think if anyone's going to miss out of this 8 in my list, it's probably the Cowboys or the Eels. So look, guys, that's it, guys. Like I said, not a big breakdown, but my Broncos, Roosters, Manly, and Rabbitohs tips are coming now. I just wanted to say thanks, guys, for the support. As always, it means the world to me. Let's keep growing. Let's have a successful NRL season. And thank you guys once again. Cheers.